our next tentative, which is we're going to make a sharing session. At the same time, you guys are going to gain a lot of new knowledge about blockchain. And the panel that we bring out is from all around the world, so that you guys are the first to know about this technology. You guys are the pioneers, and the pioneers always end up to be the winners at the end of the day. It's not about being the best, it's about being the first. And now you guys are the first. So while you are eating, while everyone is having a good time, continue having a good time. Right after this break, we're going to go on into our next tentative, which is another sharing session together with all panel. All right, guys, are you ready? For your information, right now we're going to have a moderator session where this is going to be live in the blockchain website. So we wish that each and every one of you would share this, because this is an educational sharing knowledge. The more the people know, the more better it is. People cannot love the things that they don't know. So we have to make sure to spread the love, spread the awareness, so that people know what is it, and ultimately will become the user. All right, therefore, for this special occasion, I would like to invite few important panelists that is going to share with all of you here live on the website and also Facebook. We're starting on right now. I would like to invite the founder of Blockchain.My himself, Dato Arai Ezra, to be together with us. Give him a big round of applause, guys. Come on. You guys dah makan kan? Got energy kan? Yeah. Again, I would like to invite the founder of Blockchain.My, and also I would like to invite our panelists, Mr. Nizam, all the way from Singapore. Please join us on the stage. And also, I would like to invite Miss Pandu, all the way from Indonesia. Come, join us on the stage, Miss Pandu. And also, we got Dr. Rahayu from Malaysia. Please join us on the stage. This is a sharing session that is going to be live on the website and also Facebook, which we wish all of you here from all around the world share this. Share this right now. You can check it out. So now I'll toss the floor to our founder, the Capitan of the ship, to lead the moderator. One more time. Give a big round of applause, guys. One more time. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Good evening again, everyone. So, by today, we would like to welcome to our panel discussion. Before we start, may I remind you to log in your Facebook fan page, Blockchain.My, and Dina Dirham. Please, it is a live video. Please comment, give your idea, give your expression inside our BCMY Facebook fan page. All right, so by today, we will have to start. Okay, this is our esteemed line of panelists. The first is Mr. Nizam Ismail. He is the co-founder of RST Compliance Solution and partner from Singapore. He has extensive legal education and background. He's no stranger from being a speaker in prestigious blockchain talks and forums. Right? And next is Miss Sandy, Mrs. Pandu Sastrowardoyo, the chairwoman of Blockchain Zoo in Indonesia. Ms. Pandu has led multinational teams in several big companies. She has a deep understanding in business, process, and technology. She is actively promoting blockchain technology and how the technology can benefit the industries. And last and not least, Dr. Rahayu Tasnim, a senior lecturer and consultant from Azman Hashim International Business College, School of University Technology Malaysia, UTM, a PhD holder in entrepreneurial psychology, dynamic researcher, and charismatic business consultant, as well as a corporate trainer in self-development and entrepreneurship-related modules, having a 19 years of experience of both academic and industry, making the line of our panelists even more dynamic. All right, so by today, it's going to be a Santai event. I hope all the panelists are going to be a casual discussion by today. Maybe we can start with Mr. Nizam Ismail. So based on your experience and background, can you briefly describe how the technology of blockchain will transform our industry? Can you start with Nizam?
Sure. Thank you, Dato. And it's great to be here in front of so many people. Again, congratulations to you for being a visionary. I think you're one of the pioneers in this space. So much admiration for what you have done. The blockchain is revolutionary. Okay, if you haven't realized it, think about it again. It is really revolutionary. It has already changed the way that our lives. If you think about, everybody's familiar with Bitcoins, right? So Bitcoin is a killer app on the blockchain, but the blockchain, the underlying technology, has got a lot more applications than just being a cryptocurrency. But let's take cryptocurrencies first. I think even for cryptos, there's so much benefit that it has brought across. And even amongst senior policy makers, senior thought leaders internationally, the chief of the IMF, Christine Lagarde, she said that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. Why? Because it could address issues of financial inclusion. And financial inclusion is a very big issue within Southeast Asia, where not many people, not everybody has got access to bank accounts, so cryptocurrencies can play that role. The former US SEC chairman, Arthur Leavitt, he said that cryptocurrencies can come in where national monetary policies fail. And so that's a real value of cryptocurrencies. Now, when you talk about the blockchain, that's a quantum leap in terms of the various applications. Now, you remember when the internet first came about in the mid-1990s, right?
Yes, exactly. In 90s, I believe some of us won't realize that internet going to change our lifetime, our daily activities. But now, looking at now, we cannot live our day, we cannot doing any business without internet. Yeah, true, Mr. Nizam. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. And at that point in time, I remember when internet first came about, people were saying that, look, internet is just a fun thing to have. It's not important for our lives. But if you think about, there was, of course, we all went to the dot-com era and the dot-com bubble. There was a bubble. But at the end of the bubble, think about all the great companies that we love right now.
Yeah, there's lots of big company coming from big dot-com bubble. Amazon,
Exactly.
Skype,
Facebook,
many more.
Twitter, your LinkedIn, everything else. And similarly, I think blockchain is transformational. I mean, if you look at the various applications that you can bring across, it's about trust, it's about democratization, it's about financial inclusion. I've worked with a lot of ICO companies in the region, and some of the projects, which are blockchain-based projects, are truly transformational. There are sectors very diverse, like commodities, like AI-driven projects, financial inclusion-driven projects, allowing people to own assets, or have fractional ownership of assets, which wasn't possible previously. There are many projects that seek to help enterprises, that help to move monies all over the world in a very efficient, safe, and trusted way.
Yes, Mr. Nizam, thank you. We cannot agree anymore that this technology will change our life one more time. Same like internet did to us. All right, okay, Miss Pandu Sastrawadoyo, you are from Indonesia.
I am.
So as you can see that, there's a lots of people from Indonesia tonight.
Yes.
So I believe people from Indonesia want to hear, and because you have experience, you have dived into the technology by yourself. You're involved with the industry players. So can you give some sort of explanation what's going to happen, what's really happening right now?
So blockchain is exploding everywhere. I'm from Blockchain Zoo. I'm from Indonesia. And
Give a
who's
huge
from
applause to
Indonesia?
Mr. Yes.
So one thing that is very, very important, before I always begin with this. I say Bitcoin, you guys can say blockchain, okay? I say Bitcoin, you guys say blockchain, okay?
Okay, you guys?
You guys here, all right?
Bitcoin, blockchain, all right?
Understand?
Okay?
Understand?
All right?
Bitcoin, Bitcoin, louder, Bitcoin, blockchain, no. Bitcoin is blockchain, but blockchain is not Bitcoin. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
good situation to understand. Yes.
The technology of blockchain can do a lot of things. Our people here who are programmers would know the blockchain can be programmed to do a lot of things, many, many things. It is Turing complete, which means in a non-geeky fashion, you can program anything on it. We, in Blockchain Zoo, we've programmed supply chain systems on the blockchain. We've programmed trade finance systems on the blockchain, letter of credit systems on the blockchain, insurance on the blockchain. In the future, what's going to happen is that you will interact with the blockchain even without knowing it. It's going to be part of your daily lives. And I think that's because blockchain itself is not just cryptocurrency and not just technology even. Blockchain is a way of life, a way of business, a way of thinking. It's an architecture that is very, very new and very, very different.
Ms. Pandu, you said blockchain is a way of life.
Yes.
That means there are believers and non-believers, eh?
Of course, of course. There's always believers and there's always unbelievers. But we in this room, I think we all believe in blockchain.
Can I hear the
We
voice
believe
from
in
the
blockchain.
believers of blockchain and cryptocurrency? Woo! Right, okay. Thanks, Ms. Pandu. All right, so we go to Dr. Rahayu Tasnim. Okay, so we cannot deny the fact that blockchain and cryptocurrency going to transform our world, is going to benefit our world, but in terms of education, in terms of academic already established regarding the blockchain and cryptocurrency, can you explain? Can you give some briefly an explanation? What type of awareness currently happening in our university, especially in Malaysia, and what is going to be a futures for the awareness? I mean, what kind of level awareness that we are facing right now in Malaysia and education level? Please, Dr. Rahayu.
Thank you, Dato. We in the academic world believe that technology is always the enabler. Okay, I am so proud that there are 20 to 30% Dato of Indonesians here. Okay, because I was with some of your Indonesian delegates before in October. Okay, so I'm proud that they're here. So when I was in the taxi just now, I took a Grab taxi from Kota Damansara to SUNWAY. So that taxi driver was playing one of your Indonesians dangdut songs.
All right.
Okay, and it was Inul Dalastita. I saja je test Datuk kenal. Okay, and it was Kopi Dangdut. All right. Why I'm relating Kopi Dangdut and what we're doing today? Okay. Datuk Ara here has a microphone. And he has a choice, right? He can do so many things with the microphone that he's holding now. Okay, and one of them, okay, he can sing if he wanted to. And he can even sing Kopi Dangdut if he wants. But he's not doing it now because he has a choice. So we in the academic world, Dato', believe that whatever technologies that you use, okay, and I'm referring to the microphone and the PA system, we always have a choice. And technologies are always the enabler. The thing is, we have to manage these technologies and who creates these technologies. That is where the academia comes into play. Ladies and gentlemen, when the blockchain and cryptocurrency revolution broke loose, in just a few years, the academia needs to catch up with the industry because we feel that we need to know more.
Yes.
Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm saying it today. I do not know how many academicians are here or who's involved in the academic world, but never has the time been so realistic that we, the academicians and the industry, need to be together. No, I'm wrong. Dato', I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Never has a time where the industry and the academicians need to critically be with each other. That means you, users and creators of blockchain technology, have to somehow rely on academicians, and we academicians have to rely on you, the industry players.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Rahayu Tasnim. So, from what we are listened to from Dr. Rahayu, there's an important role for university to play a role on training and education.
Correct.
Because why? Because we didn't understand the technology. Certainly that is going to be misinformation about the technology of blockchain. Okay, Ms. Pandu, I would like to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
All right? Okay, so you have mingled around with the industry players.
Right.
So based on that, I believe that you believe that technology will change the world.
It will. It will.
So by now, what is your effort? What is your effort to make this technology understand by normal people? Can you explain?
I agree absolutely with the doctor that education is key. Right now, there's a lot of people out there who don't know what a blockchain can do. And I'm not even talking just cryptocurrencies, but everything else. Blockchain, in terms of technology, is something that can help organizations work together because it distributes trust. And not a lot of people know that. And I'm not just talking about universities that are IT universities. I'm not only talking about computer science students. I'm talking about business students, people who learn how to make business processes on the blockchain. That's one. The other way that we've already started doing is going directly to corporations and doing projects with them. Of course, many of these projects are under NDA, but I actually have a lot of projects that are listed on our website in blockchains.com. Amazing projects, very creative projects, including a way to actually use blockchain to trace photography. Who created what photo? Who is the owner of each photo? A technology with the blockchain for insurance onboarding. So many things. The key, another key, is the government as well. And I think in Indonesia, what we've done is we created the Indonesian Blockchain Association as a lobbying body to push for the government itself to recognize the value of blockchain. We've done it and we've had a lot of success. And I think Malaysia can do the same.
Right, give a full applause on her effort in Indonesia. All right, Mr. Nizam. Okay, so we cannot deny the fact that because of blockchain, because of cryptocurrency, all people gathered. Lawyers, experts, normal people. First time ever in our history, technology gathered us because of this. We can see that developers is creating innovation products, and we can see lots of innovation in banks and financial institutions. So, Mr. Nizam, in simple words, can you explain what's actually a legal status of cryptocurrency and blockchain, right? Because I believe that you have experience, guide a blockchain startup, a company on how to regulate their products. Can you briefly explain on that, Mr. Nizam?
Okay. The way regulations work and financial services regulation work is that there will always be a lag between regulations and what's happening, technology or innovation. It is impossible for regulation to be ahead of innovation. It doesn't work that way. Now, most regulations are technology agnostic. So they don't care what the technology is. They look at the underlying transaction. So for instance, in the case of initial coin offerings or ICOs, regulators will look whether the underlying transactions are securities. So even if you tokenize a security, it will still be a security. But if it's not a security, then just because you tokenize something, it doesn't make it a security.
Yes, exactly.
So that's important. So the status of regulation of cryptocurrencies is that in a lot of countries, they are having a wait-and-see attitude, right? And I think part of the reason is that cryptocurrencies is relatively new in a lot of countries. So regulators want to understand it better. They don't understand, and I think the more they understand the issues behind cryptocurrencies, and that is where the industry, the academia, can come together.
You're meaning that this kind of technology is just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time for people to understand that people that will accept. Is that you mean, Mr. Nizam?
Yes, I think so. So even in my conversations with my friends and the community, my social circles, when they understand a lot of the issues around cryptos, the blockchain, or even ICOs, there is better understanding. So even, okay, let's take even when it comes to the Islamic scholars. So when I had an initial conversation with a lot of Islamic scholars, they might have a lot of reservations about cryptocurrencies and ICOs. But the more they understand about it, I think their views change, and some of them could change quite dramatically. And I think it's all about understanding, communication, having that very open and frank dialogue.
Okay, Mr. Nizam, you mentioned about Islamic scholar. So we believe that this technology, because I have a friends that are non-believers of Bitcoin and non-believers of cryptocurrency 3 years back. But then now, when every Islamic scholar said that it is a harus, it is much better than our fiat. It is much better than our conventional system that we used since 100 years ago. So by that, what your opinion? What is the importance of Sharia in blockchain? Can you describe that, Mr. Nizam?
I think even if you look around the world, there are already Sharia compliant cryptocurrencies. There are already Sharia compliant ICOs. There are Sharia scholars that are very keen and very learned in the field of cryptocurrencies.
Yes.
And making very important statements, educating people that it is not just about a lot of issues tend to be exaggerated. So let me give you one example. Some Sharia scholars believe that cryptocurrencies are used for money laundering. But I think that if you want to launder monies using cryptocurrencies, you must be an idiot.
Yes.
Because the
everything will be
blockchain
transparent.
always, has a complete audit trail. And in fact, if you look at law enforcement, when there was the Silk Road on the dark web, law enforcement people managed to reconstruct the entire audit trail using the blockchain.
Yes.
It's like committing murder and then leaving your fingerprints all over the crime scene.
Yeah.
That is really quite stupid. And you know what? Most laundering, what's the medium of exchange for money laundering? The biggest medium of exchange?
Of course, fiat.
The US dollar, right?
Yeah.
But people are still using US dollars, right?
Till now.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the issues tend to be exaggerated. But the more people understand the value that cryptocurrencies and blockchain can bring, I think regulators especially. If you think about ICOs, for instance, there's a lot of talk about ICOs involving scams and all that. But if you think about this, it's how you use that tool, right? I mean, you could either use a knife to kill somebody
Exactly.
or to cook, to make great sushi,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So it is a wonderful way for enterprises to raise funds very efficiently, directly to the market. You disintermediate. It also provides investors an alternative class to put their money in.
Yes.
Yes, it is higher risk, but it's higher risk because you might be investing in a startup. So even if you go to a VC, it is a higher risk investment. But it is an alternate investment that now is being opened up to you. And if you are a retail investor, it allows you the ability to take part in funding a startup where previously you might not have that opportunity.
Yeah, we can imagine that a few years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when you have a good product, you cannot do crowdfunding just like that. You have to be conventional, listing an IPO to crowdfunding in a project. But it is totally changed right now. Because of ICO, if you have a good product, good developers, and solution for the market, you will get attention for that. Okay, Dr. Rahayu, maybe you can explain to me that to us, what is the challenges facing by university for giving education and awareness and in technology of blockchain? Because we know that this technology is new, not only in Malaysia, even in London also same, even MIT also just introduced blockchain course last 3 months. Okay, so what is the biggest challenge that we are facing right now in our university and academic industry?
Okay, Dato', thank you. The biggest challenge I see is that, number one, the engagement with the industry players themselves. Okay. We as academicians need to know what you want as industry players. Come to us. We also need to know in what aspects can you help us? Because Dato', it's always a win-win, menang-menang strategy that we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, universities do not have money. Full stop. Okay, just let me make this clear to you. But we do have the expertise. I was sitting together with a friend of mine talking about not artificial intelligence, but super intelligence. Dato', of course, you're more knowledgeable on that. Just imagine how blockchain technology can be merged or blended with other technologies. So when you talk about other technologies, guys, okay, we have those sort of expertise. But Dato', the problem is we do not know what you want. So to me, engagements like this, Dato', is beautiful, okay? Whereby we get to see what you actually want from us, and how can we supply that? All right, and the academia, Dato, is fully aware of what you are doing. Okay, what other people are jumping on the bandwagon doing now. However, the second challenge, Dato, is to build a curriculum in the university takes a lot of time. Okay, takes a lot of time. I guess academicians know a lot here. So universities have to move faster. However, we can do it in more informal ways, like what we're doing now.
Yes.
Okay, so this is more informal and I guess more enjoyable, right? Okay, and more fun. Rather than creating curricula that are, when the curricula is introduced, it's already obsolete. In Malaysia, it takes 1 to 2 years to build a comprehensive curriculum. Okay, I don't know about other nations, but here it takes 1 to 2 years to build at least a diploma or a comprehensive curriculum talking about one simple program. So what we can do, Dato, is to engage more in informal sessions like this.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Rahayu. I think we are just started on early stage, yeah, but we are lucky to be part of this because we know that it's going to be change the world, change our lives, change our everything, right? Okay, so I think right now the time is ticking, so we don't have any more time because people want to hear people sing, not just talking. So last opinions, I would like to ask all of you, what do you think in future will happen because of blockchain and cryptocurrency? All right, okay, we can start with Dr. Rahayu, right?
From academic perspective, Dato,
Yes.
it's limitless.
Limitless. Unlimited.
I tell you, it's limitless. Yes, unlimited.
Unstoppable.
Or whatever you call it. It's infinity. Blockchain technology never has in humankind history, I don't know about other planets, they do have blockchain or not, but never have in humankind history that we are game changing how human lives deal with daily activities. To me, Dato, is only one sentence. The best technology are the invisible ones.
Oh, good quote, huh?
Okay? So we do not want to see these sort of technologies, but we want these technologies to be embedded in our own lives. So in the academia, Dato, I represent the few hundred thousands of academia in Malaysia and maybe in Asia, that it is limitless.
It is limitless. It is unstoppable. It is unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay, so give a huge applause to Dr. Rahayu Tasnim from UTM. All right, thank you, Dr. Rahayu. Okay, all right, okay, Ms. Pandu.
From a technology perspective, blockchain is Moore's law accelerated. Does anyone know Moore's law? Moore's law
Yes.
is how basically a chip every year gets cheaper and cheaper and faster. A technology gets better and better every 18 months, twice the time. What blockchain has, which is very different from any other technology, is liquidity. Okay? So AI, when it first started in the 70s, people were knocking university doors as well, and asking for money, basically. Do you have money for grant? I want to develop artificial intelligence. Big data, when it came in the 90s, people were knocking doors. Do you have money? Do you have money? Blockchain, from its birth, 9 or 10 years ago, had money. That is immense for technology, because a technology can develop really quickly when there's money, when there's funding. The amazing thing about blockchain is it's self-funding. It's like an organism that creates its own technology, that expands its own technology, and that is exponential, and that is infinite. So I agree, infinity and beyond.
Thanks, Ms. Pandu. So no doubt, this is something new, but it is growing exponentially. The market exploding right now.
Yes.
There are lots of money have been poured into this industry, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
And the technology. The technology. Everyone here needs to take a look at all of the white papers that have been produced in the last few years. There are white papers for IoT, many white papers about IoT. With the blockchain, you can get rid of a telecommunications company, not just a bank now. And that is the amazing thing. Like, there's so many things out there, so many animals in the jungle, and, you need a zoo.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that's one of the question. I'm wondering why you call your company name Blockchain Zoo.
Blockchain Zoo was basically created because blockchain is a jungle, sir.
So blockchain is a jungle.
And we need a zoo where basically the animals of blockchain technology can be matchmaked into their business value. You want to find business value on the blockchain? We can find it for you in our zoo.
All right, great to hear that, Ms. Pandu. Thank you. All right, Mr. Nizam, maybe you can give explanation on what is the future of the blockchain and cryptocurrency, all right?
It's, like I said in the beginning, it's really, truly revolutionary. If you think about this, a big bank CEO said that the future of banking is not banks. One day the banks will disappear.
That's a nice quote.
It's
Future banking is not a bank.
Yes.
So what's the meaning of that?
If you think about what's happening right now, if you think about the efficiencies that you can get through blockchain-based remittance or payment systems, if you think about financial inclusion, the ability for retail public to have fractional ownership of a very large asset, if you think about decentralization, if you think about democratization, I mean, before this in human history, it was not possible to get a community of hundreds of millions of people to vote. Now you could do so on the blockchain. That's truly remarkable.
That's disruptive.
Yeah, it's super democratic, but the technology is truly mind-boggling. If you think about initial coin offerings, do you need VC firms? Or you might still need them in a certain way, but their use is, very much reduced.
I have one question. Because remind me for someone that asking me. Because people said that 2 years ago when we want to gather funds for a new company, we find a venture capital. But now we don't need venture capital. The market disrupt venture capital right now, Mr. Nizam?
Absolutely. I mean, if you try to raise funds from VCs, and the VC firms will hate me for saying this, it's like pulling your hair out and pulling your teeth at the same time. It's bloody painful. Right? If you're going through an IPO process, you're talking about 18 months of working with audit firms, lawyers, your investment bankers. It's also bloody painful.
Right.
Now you can compress that timeline. It's a lot more efficient. And it's truly, truly revolutionary. Now, in the world that I live in, I deal a lot with regulators, and I think it is also time for regulators to take risks, right? Because the financial services, the blockchain industry, enterprises generally all take risks and manage risks. And I think it's time for regulators to really rethink their approach towards regulations and rethink their approach completely and take regulatory risks. There's no longer a one-size-fits-all to regulation. You talk about risk-based approach towards regulation, but you really need to mean it by being a lot more judicious in exercising discretion. And your instinct should not be, when you see something new, that it is something inherently bad. You think of all the worst possible scenarios. Why don't you think about all the good possible things that can come up with a new technology or a new business model? And I think for that to happen, continuous dialogue between the industry and regulators must continue to take place. That education must be two-way.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nizam. So, by discussion with our expert panelists, no doubt that blockchain technology and cryptocurrency going to change our world. So, thank you again for Dr. Rahayu. Give a big applause to Dr. Rahayu. Thanks, Ms. Pandu from Blockchain Zoo. And thanks, Mr. Nizam from RST Law. All right, so everyone, because we realize that this technology is something that we cannot ignore it. There's a technology, something that we cannot deny it. So, all of guys here, can I hear all your voice? All right? So, did we benefit from technology blockchain, guys? Did dinar dirham benefited you? So I want to hear your voice, okay? When I say dinar, can you say dirham? I don't want your money, I just want your voice. Is it okay? All right, okay. Dinar. Wah, 2,000 orang menjerit dinar dirham Dinar. Dinar. Thank you, everyone.
All right, before we let all our panelists and also our moderator exit, we'd like to take a few pictures. Has been answered here today. So now is a photo session. Just now is a sharing session, which we really hope that sharing just now benefited all of you, as how dinar dirham benefit you guys, how blockchain not just benefit you guys here, but also will definitely affect the whole economy once it hit the market. It's gonna be like a big tsunami, guys. All right, one more time, dinar. All right, one more time, dinar. Yeah, thank you. We're gonna move on to our next tentative. All right, this one is a very special performance. It is so special about to end very, very soon. But we got one very meaningful, very deep performance. And this very performance actually is the mark of the journey of Dina Dirham. For those who have been with Dina Dirham for quite some time, this song will really, really give an impression to you. Because it's about the journey, Dina Dirham from the first until now. Therefore, I'd like to invite a special performance composed by one of the member himself. One of the member of Dina Dirham. From Sabah, yeah? Composed by the team Sabah. One more time. Which are from the start until today, we are standing here right now. Therefore, I would like to invite Mr. Ahmad Enki from Sabah.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Now, before I sing you this song, nak tanya dulu. Ini sudah mengantuk ke dia? Belum ngantuk lagi ya. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite my co-singer, who along with me, we wrote this song specially. Saya akan ceritakan. Dato' M. Sabar, to be on stage with me. Thank you very much. Kamu udah tepuk tangan, bah. Bagus, kita jangan nyanyi lah. Jadi Datuk, alhamdulillah sudah berada di sini Datuk ya.
Insyaallah, syukur alhamdulillah.
Yang kita maksudkan dengan lagu ini Datuk.
Ya, untuk seluruh warga Dina Dirham yang ada di dalam dewan yang indah ini, lagu ini khas kami hadiahkan kepada yang berbahagia Datuk Arai dan Datin Yani. Saya mengalami satu momentum yang sangat hebat ketika Datuk Arai berada di Sabah. Dia request lagu ini dan turut bersama-sama menyanyikan lagu ini. Kita bagi ketepukan yang sangat gemuruh kepada yang berbahagia Datuk Arai. Terima.
Baik, lagu ini saya cipta bersama seorang kawan dan tajuknya pun memang Dina Dirham, mengisahkan perjalanan seorang insan, tepatnya mengisahkan perjalanan our beloved co-founder, ya. Bagaimana rentetan perjalanan beliau itu akhirnya melalui pahit perit dan berbagai dugaan. Hari ini kita abadikan dalam lagu, insyaAllah. And this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we're going to sing for you, yeah, because we specially choose tonight that this is going to be it, right? Mendunia, ya sudah Dina Dirham. Okay, because one thing I believe when he started his speech just now, there are two key element words was mentioned by the Arai. He was saying, we believe, that's why we come to this stage. And during that point in time, Datin Yani was the only one who believed in Dato' Arai.
Yeah,
and now,
definitely.
we have the whole world start believing in you, Dato'. A big round of applause to Dato' Arai. But the most important thing is not only about the belief. You must stay loyal and loyalty to the program. That's where we are going. Untuk Anda, eksklusif malam ini kita dengarkan untuk pertama kalinya. Dan insya Allah akan berkumandang di seluruh dunia. Dengan dialihbahasakan ke bahasa Jepun, ke bahasa Inggris, dan berbagai bahasa lagi. Dina Dirham! Play the song. Untuk ini kita jemput co-founder kami, Crab Revolution, Zali bersama di atas pentas sama-sama kita. Oke, bro.
Nanti masa chorus saya mau tim yang dari Australia datang sini ya.
Dina Dirham, inovasi mencipta masa depan.
Hayati sini kata lagu ini.
Ku menyusur perjalanan
Tepuk tangan sama-sama, ramai-ramai.
Mengubah kehidupan untuk masa depan. Ku mengejar impian.
Ku temui satu jalan, program keusahawanan yang telus dan mendunia, memperkasa ekonomi di dinar dirham, teknologi setiap pagi dan petang, teman keyakinan berbekal sebuah harapan agar menjadi nyata. Jaya.
Kita maju di dinar dirham, inovasi cipta masa depan, memperkasa ekonomi sesama. Kita tempuh segala dugaan mendatang dengan rela dan kesabaran. Kita maju di dinar dirham, teknologi karya anak Malaysia, saling percaya dan meyakinkan, ekonomi digital, jejak kejayaan di dalam keusahawanan. Kita maju di dinar dirham, teknologi karya anak Malaysia, saling percaya dan meyakinkan, ekonomi digital, jejak kejayaan di dalam keusahawanan. Di dinar dirham, di dinar dirham, di dinar dirham, tiada hari tanpa
Tiada hari tanpa dinar. Terima kasih Datin dan Datuk. Terima kasih.
Okey, satu patah. Tapi saya nak cakap 3 patah. Alright, okey. Ulang lagi. Okey, ulang lagi. Boleh kita dengar lagi satu tak lagu Dinar Dirham? Alright. Nyanyi ramai-ramai. Macam mana, nak dengar lagi ke tak nak? Nah, okey. DJ please playkan lagi sekali boleh? Alright.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Dinar dirham,
Semua bagus.
You nyanyi.
Alright, yes, come on. Tepuk tangan.
masa depan.
Alright, tepuk tangan.
Ku menyusur perjalanan dengan membawa harapan, mencari kelebihan, mengubah kehidupan untuk masa depan. Ku mengejar melangkah, walau perit susah melanda. Di setiap pagi dan petang, teman keyakinan berbekal sebuah harapan agar menjadi nyata. Kita maju di dunia dirham, teknologi ciptaan masa depan, dan perkasa ekonomi sesama. Kita tempuh segala dugaan mendatang dengan rela dan kesabaran. Kita maju di dunia dirham, teknologi kaya anak Malaysia, saling percaya dan meyakinkan. Ekonomi digital, jejak kejayaan di dalam keusahawanan. Kita maju di dunia dirham, teknologi karya anak Malaysia, saling percaya dan meyakinkan. Ekonomi digital, jejak kejayaan di dalam keusahawanan. Di dunia dirham, di dunia dirham, di dunia dirham, tiada hari tanpa dinar.
Wow, itu dia tadi lagu
Thank you.
yang specially composed for Dina Dirham.
Terima kasih.
Apa one more time? Sudah 2 time. Alright, as you can see just now, each and everyone here knows it's about to end. So on behalf of the um, hold on. Technical?
Kada, perhatikan. Any angry daddies only. But if
You think daddy is kind?
yes,
you love
perhatikan. Yes.
What,
Thousand, a thousand, a million, and
what do you
infinity.
think about daddy? Daddy always angry or not?
Kada.
Kind.
No, daddy is not many angry daddies only. But if you act good, he kind.
Okay, daddy is very loving and he's a sweetheart, soft-spoken person, and he's very kind. Everybody knows that he's very serious, but it's actually knowing him for 17 years, his character is very romantic, but he never show it to everybody. And knowing him for 17 years was like a blast to have him in my life.
Seorang yang betul-betul kerja dia memang straight lah. Dia ni risk taker. Apa yang dia nak tu dia akan dapatkan respect towards each other lah. Dia respect orang tanpa mengira pangkat ataupun wherever you are, dia still respect. Okay, one more thing, bos ni seorang yang romantik dan tak ramai orang tahu.
Abang dalam family dia memang jenis caring, take care of our family very well. Selalu ambil berat pasal mama, pasal adik-beradik semua.
seorang yang pemurah, yang sentiasa membantu kita orang kalau kita orang dalam susah, dalam senang pun dia sentiasa share. Karakter wise dia sangat unik sebab dia kalau boleh dia nak benda yang macam lain daripada yang lain. Dia takkan cipta atau create satu produk ataupun membina satu empire bisnes dia yang sama seperti apa yang ada dalam dunia ni. Dia memang akan create something yang different, yang sesuatu yang lain daripada yang lain. Itu yang saya kenal dia lah.
Bos juga seorang yang boleh mendengar pendapat pekerja-pekerja dia. Bos bukan selfish punya orang dan dia boleh mendapat pendapat staff dia yang lain. Dan untuk saya juga, itulah rasanya bekerja dengan bos.
He is very generous, have big dream and always want to be different from others. Dia nak buat wallet, dia tak nak wallet yang sama, wallet yang lain daripada yang ada dekat pasaran. Dia nak buat coin, dia nak buat coin yang different. So everything he wants to be different. So itulah specialnya bos ni. And satu lagi, langsung pipit mahal tu, steady boss, so sweet.
So bos ni dia seorang yang very happy. Dia pendiam, cakap pun tak banyak. Kalau dia Skype tu, dia biasa start macam salam, ada ke tu? So overall dia memang best.
Seorang dia cukup sporting, humble dan of course lah dia seorang yang penyayang. Saya bertuah dapat bekerja sama dengan Datuk dan I love you Datuk.
Happy birthday. To Daddy. Happy birthday, Daddy. My daddy birthday.
Happy birthday, boss. Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss. Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday, boss.
So akak harap abang sentiasa happy dengan apa yang abang yang cuba capai dalam hidup, dunia dan akhirat. Semoga sentiasa sihat, sentiasa murah rezeki, sentiasa berjaya. Okay, bye.
Happy birthday yang ke-37. Muda lagi tu bos, okey lagi tu, okey steady. Semoga panjang umur, murah rezeki selalu sebab bos memang selalu sangat belanja kita orang kan.
Happy birthday bos. Semoga apa yang bos dah mulakan daripada bertahun-tahun dulu ni akan berkembang maju lagi ke hadapan dan dipermudahkan segala urusan, sihat selalu, murah rezeki, happy dengan isteri dan anak-anak sampai bila-bila. Amin.
Selamat hari lahir bos. Apa yang didoakan bos diberi kesihatan, sentiasa diberi kesihatan dan panjang umur, murah rezeki. Dan kesempatan ini aku nak ucapkan terima kasih banyak-banyak kerana bos ambil Abang Eri bekerja bersama dengan bos.
Hi, happy birthday, Daddy. I hope you really enjoy your birthday. And I know you are very surprised for tonight because we have planned it like a month ago. So I just wish you a happy last birthday. And we love you so much. And I hope you really enjoy tonight.
I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
All right, all right. I love you too, Daddy. For your information, this is not a planned thing. Our boss don't know anything about this, so this is the first time he sees this very special video. Again, give a big round of applause. Today is, right on 12 o'clock, is his birthday. Right now, here today, it's almost 12, but his birthday is here. I would like to invite all the top management to be with us on the stage. All the top management of Blockchains.My, who suffer together, who take the burden together, who go through thick and thin together. And now, this is considered the pinnacle of the mountain. I'd like to invite all the top management of Blockchains.My to be together with us on the stage. Datin Yani, please be with us. This is her plan. You see how sweet they are? Very loving, right? I love you, Daddy. Alright, so this is the last of the last. A gimmick for Dato Arai Ezra. And those were very spontaneous. It's a plan, it's a master plan. I would like to invite all the blockchain top management to be together. And I would like, this one is the last request from me as MC. Let us sing a happy birthday song to our boss. Is that okay? Last request. Let us all together sing a happy birthday song for the founder of Blockchain.My, Dato Arai Ezra. Is that okay? Last of the last, guys. This is it. As you can see now, these are the top management of Blockchain.My right now. They've been through a lot together, and now they managed to gather all of you from all over the world to be here in this very special event. So this is extremely meaningful to the management. All right, so are you guys ready to sing? Okay, kejap. Nak nyanyi dulu. Nyanyi dulu. All right, let's all sing together, okay? One time. Okay, let's sing together in 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
Boss Arai. Happy birthday to you.
Wish first.
All right, they're blowing the candle right now. Maybe okay. Give big a round of applause. This is the last of the last. This is the real end. Anything bad is come from me. Anything good is come from only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the God Almighty. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And remember, for all those 1 diamond, 2 diamond, 3 diamond, please collect your certificate at the registration counter before exiting. And also, there's a flat rate of parking. If I'm not mistaken, 5 ringgit for everyone, okay? So for those who are diamond 1, 2, and 3, please proceed to the registration counter to claim your certificate. Right after this, if you can mingle, you can take picture, take selfie, but don't forget to hashtag BCMY 2018. Come on, one of the special people must be here together on the stage right now, on the stage. All right, I'd like to thank you, the top management. Everyone, we got Pa'an, we got Shahid, we got Kaka, we got Hazwan, we got Magat. All of this are the ones that makes this happen tonight. We got Datin Yani. These are the ones who actually organized the whole event. All right, this is the last of the last, guys. No more gimmick, last of the last. Thank you so much. We see you again next year. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I hope we see each other again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.